Hey, what's up, you guys? Toy Bro here, and we are going to take a look at the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Wave 2, the Mantis Wave, EX-NIHILO figure from Hasbro. Do packaging real quick. It's, standard stuff for Legends. So we got our window, our figure. We've got our logo down there. He is part of the Cosmic Protectors shared entry in the Wave. We got some artwork of him on the side. We have got a shot of him and his shared piece, Adam Warlock. The line up and the Build-A-Figure, and Adam is on the other side. Let's pull him out and take a look. All right, so here is EX-NIHILO, and this is the first Marvel Legends that I have bought, I think ever, for a character that I had no idea who he was. This guy comes about more recently in the Marvel Universe after I stopped reading comics. So I had to do a little research on him, and he's kind of cool. That's why I bought him, because I thought he's just kind of a cool character. He looks cool, and so we'll do a little history lesson as we tend to do sometimes. So EX-NIHILO, his name is from a Latin phrase, means out of nothing. It's in reference to creation out of nothing. So he is what is called a gardener. He is paired up with something called an abyss, and they were created by the builders, who are the oldest beings in the Marvel Universe, at least in terms of what I read. He comes about in the more recent Avengers Volume 5, number 1, and he and his Abyss are sent out. They start terraforming Mars because he can just create life. He sends a bomb down to Earth to start speeding up human evolution, which kind of, bothers the Avengers, you might think, and causes a battle. He beats their ass. They come back with various new members, including... This isn't the best representation because it's not this character, or not this iteration, but comes back with Captain Universe. This is Cosmic Spider-Man, which is, Captain Universe in a way, who convinces them to stop what they're doing because Captain Universe is a higher power. They end up becoming Avengers, and I think they end up dying to Beyonders at some point. So they're very cosmic related, obviously. I mean, you can tell just by looking at this guy that he's a spacey guy. And I'm going to bring Cosmic Spider-Man back in here real quick just to show you the size on this guy. So he's a pretty bulky, big Marvel Legends figure. There is, however, not a great deal to talk about here. This is it. What you see is what you get here. He's a figure. He has some new sculpted parts. But I think this is mostly like the Hyperion Sentry body. It looks like that in quite a few ways. And he's pretty good, though. I mean, the main draw for me is the fact that he's this metallic gold. He's not really shiny gold, but he is that kind of molded plastic that has kind of the marbly metallic effects to it. And I just think he looks pretty cool. So we'll do articulation real quick. Head is on a ball with a hinge. Wide range of motion. Arms can go in and out and all around. We got that bicep swivel. We do have the double jointed elbows. And then the hands have a hinge on them, and then rotation. He does have a crunch, so he can bend over quite a bit, back really far to do some, maybe maniacal style laughing. And then we have a waist twist. Legs go out a decent bit for a bulky character. Forward about 90, and then backwards not a great deal. There is a thigh cut. As usual, double jointed knees. There is a shin swivel. I'm not going to say boot cut, although I guess I just did. Shin swivel, and then he has a hinge and a rocker at the foot, and that is a foot. It's not a boot, so that's a new weird thing. So beyond the articulation, sculpt is kind of the next thing to talk about, and there's not a great deal to him. I mean, the big thing for me is that head. It's really cool. He's got those asymmetrical kind of horns on the side of his head. He's got that crazy maniacal looking smile and the smirk, and he's got a lot of wrinkles in his face and that third eye up there on his head. We do have kind of some gripping, or like I said before, kind of maniacal laughing style hands. They might be gloves, though. In the right light you can see wrinkles on them, so these might be gloves from another character, but if they are, I'm not sure which one. If you know, let me know. And then for the rest of him, he's just a standard body, really. But then he does have feet, and it's just weird. I don't know if there are any other Marvel Legends out there that have just feet and not boots or shoes. But it's kind of odd to see a character get just a foot instead of footwear. Now, paint-wise, very little. I'd say 95% of this character is the molded gold plastic. He does have the black symbol painted on his chest, which is pretty clean for the most part. I can see a little, little marks here and there, but overall it's pretty good, and it wraps around to the obliques on the sides. And then he has, in the face, we've got the green and black in the eyes, and then he's got those painted white teeth, which all look pretty clean. The face looks really good. It's probably my favorite part of this figure. He just looks absolutely crazy, which I think is really cool. So that's about it for this guy. I mean, he's just kind of a basic figure. There's not a great deal to talk about. He's a bigger figure. He's bulkier. He's got that cool head sculpt. He's got that really crazy face. For the most part, though, he's just a big figure. So he's going to look really unique because he is obviously 100% gold. He's going to look really cool against some other figures. He's going to fit in well with some of the more cosmic figures out there. And I think he's an interesting choice for a figure, especially if people aren't current on comic books. Not going to know who this guy is. I mean, I'm pretty well versed in comics, and like I said, because I hadn't read this story, no idea who he was. So I got him kind of on blind faith that he would be pretty cool. And he's pretty cool. He's not groundbreaking, but I think he's going to look nice against some other figures on my shelf. So that's going to do it for this review. As always, stay tuned for more. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and until next time.